This is no longer a clue, it's a game. You may have gotten checkmate, but we're playing Chinese checkers. The hunter has become the hunted, and the chaser, whoops, has become the chost. Is that a copy pasta from somewhere? I don't know what that could be a reference to. I hope things are going well today, Lancer and Mythic. What be your big news there, Mythic? Have I got some news for you? What be the big news here? It's I guess the first stream the second stream that started in the new year properly. Yesterday, I did my typical January 1st Assassin's Creed shenanigans, and today, the first Friday of the new year, January 2nd, I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and do some more Age of Imprisonment. This weekend, I think I would like to try to finish off one of the currently ongoing games. I think the most likely one that I can finish off is Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis on, you know, the little freemium mobile gacha game thing, Bob. I can probably finish that off. I did end up looking up how many missions are left in this game, and there's a good chance I could with this game, maybe. But we'll see here. That's from Xavier Renegade Angel. Fantastic show. Okay, yeah, I've never heard of that before. Had your first print fail today? Oh. Did it peel off the build plate? Did it become filament spaghetti? Did your printer explode? Let's see here. So, yeah, I'm just gonna chip away a little bit at this tonight because that's what we're doing. Also, it's been a little while since I gamed with one of my plants. So I'm gaming with this here tonight. One of my cherry trees that I've been growing from seed. I mean, it's technically not a tree, it's technically a shrub. It's called a Nanking, and apparently it's more closely related to plums than actual cherries, interestingly enough. It's about 2 years old, and it's gotten a little tall. I had to move it out of my little grow room over there so that the Shaw guys could like properly get to the modem and the router when they were doing like some internet maintenance stuff here. So I had to get some of my tall plants that were in the way of the router a little bit out of the way. So I had this pulled out anyway, and it really put into perspective, huh, this has gotten really quite big, hasn't it? It looks like mine is interested in growing into tree form for now, and I'm sure I could train it to be like a tree form rather than a shrub form if I wanted. It's kind of cool. The leaves are fuzzy. I got the seeds at like some sort of a seed exchange event a couple of years ago. I'm pretty sure if memory serves here, I sanded down the pits because naturally, like, there would be erosion over time for like stone fruits, the like cherry pits or plum pits to like wear down over time for the sprout to be able to come out. So I'm pretty sure I sanded down the pits, had them in the fridge for a few months to convince them it was winter, planted them in some soil, and then hey presto. And then it needed to go dormant for a winter. And I have one Nanking cherry that's just dormant for winter outside and undergoing it naturally. These guys are a little bit off of nature's clock. They went in my fridge for my little artificial winter and have a little bit of a head start considering they're actively growing, but it's winter right now. But I'll plant this guy in the ground sometime in the spring, and then it'll be on nature's clock and be able to go dormant for next year's winter, the 2026 to 2027 winter. So yeah, this will be the last year that I have it in a pot inside. And then I could go outside and grow into a beautiful shrubby tree thingamabob that yields me lots of delicious fruits that I will make into some delicious baked stuff. Caught it before it became a lot of spaghetti. Apparently the model needed support, so I didn't realize it. Woohoo, yeah. Definitely want to make sure that anything that could be printing in midair is definitely covered. And sometimes it wouldn't look like it would be needed, but you do have to be careful of that kind of thing. Like, if I use the Kirby Air Riders trophy that I'm currently working on here, which, display capture. Not this part of it, but rather, let's say I did the full thing. Full trophy, that's just the top part. Let's say I try to print the entire thing all in one go. This would have trouble right here, for example. So you'd think like, oh, maybe it'll just print out there and it'll become a little bit droopy, but it'll be fine. Nope, you definitely don't want to do that, because on that specific layer, it's like, let's see here, when it first goes out there, wow, one more up. Come on, one more out. If I check how it actually prints it, it starts by doing the outside here. So I can't exactly have it be doing that, where it prints in midair here, you know. That's not possible. Do I need to go one more layer down? Oh my god. But you get the point. Boop. Dang it. 65. It does not want to go on 65. Whatever, you get the point. It can't go out there. 99% sure that is what happened to my print. Yeah. You get what I'm trying to say here. I don't know why it doesn't want to let me check out layer 65. Look, I'm on it. Release. It goes to 64. Whatever. But there's bits like that where it's like, you might need some supports. Luckily, I was getting ready for work and just so happened to look at the printer as it started doing that. Yeah, definitely good to catch those things. Because, yeah, stuff like that, as it does the little outline there, it'll do stuff like that. Which is why, for this Kirby model, even though this base looks like you could print in one go, I'm printing it in 2 pieces. One piece is this, and then the last piece is this that I'm printing separately. I'm just gluing on afterwards. This is my plan for this little Kirby trophy thingamabob. And then someone will end up winning this in my Kirby Air Riders tournament at Janlan in a few weeks' time. Only, 1, 2, 3. It's exactly 3 weeks away to Janlan. It looks like here. So, that's going to be creeping up, our next little event there. I'm going to try to have this game beaten before Janlan. I don't know if I'll do any multiplayer showcase of this game at Janlan. Give it a 50-50. But yeah, definitely got to be careful of that kind of stuff. Fire and sand. Almost read that as fire and sands. I'll try reprinting said object tomorrow with supports. Yeah, give that a go. So I found out almost 15 hours in that Tales of Xillia does in fact have a difficulty selection. I assume that it didn't because it never gave me an option at the start. Oh, it's just like hidden away in the menu. I half expected to read that 15 hours in you finally found out what it meant by reproductive harm on the box. I don't know. Maybe Raru here or something?
I will see us prevail.
I like him kind of doing inventory of his fruit and stuff. I did tap Amiibo before starting the stream here. Here, all the EXP stuff that helped me out. You know, give me a single one of these, I guess. And then, like, I don't know, man. You can put a tireless frog in there. Or maybe a deep firefly, sure. Let's do that. Also, I was getting paranoid about my Matter 3D order never being processed beyond place, and apparently they've been closed and won't reopen until Sunday. My god, they gave their employees a holiday vacation. I'm no longer paranoid. Give those employees a vacation. Yeah, I guess for New Year's stuff. I presume there. Recommend level 43. Is one of my characters that isn't Raru closer to 43? I've been using you a decent bit, and you're level 37. Time to use my generic units. I also looked up all the playable characters in this game to know, like, am I missing anybody? No, apparently this is the entire playable cast of the game. So, essentially, your characters that are from Tears of the Kingdom that you would have, like, actually seen and know about are Zelda, Raru, and Minoru. I guess these guys to an extent, but you never really got to know them at all in Tears of the Kingdom. 2 original characters, and then the other half of the cast is some guys. 2 generics for each race. And yeah, that's the entire playable roster. So, you know. Grid isn't complete. There's an empty slot. Yeah, I'm noticing that. But, apparently that's the playable cast of this game. So, at least according to, like, the one page that I checked. I didn't really check multiple pages or anything. Could always do this, then I have some water type stuff if I need. I already have light covered with Zelda. I don't know. Has to be someone for that. Let us join forces as Hyrule warriors? Did she actually just say that, or am I hearing things? I was talking over her, so I didn't clearly hear what she said. Like, did she just say that? Whatever, man. Here, sure. Yeah, you would think that has to be the rule. But maybe not. Alright, we're walking this way. I still don't know what we're doing in the depths, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like having a bingo card, but the top right space doesn't exist. Can't get a bingo that way. Wow. Wait, so are we leaving the depths and Wait, so are we not in the depths anymore? Wait, what the fuck were we doing in the depths? This entire game is literally just go places and defeat Ganondorf's army until the game decides, oh, that's enough of that. It's time for the final boss. The entire plot, the entire game is just going around defeating Ganondorf's army. Like, at first, with this whole big mission that was going on into the depths, I thought at first that maybe Ganondorf's base was down there or something. That we're doing, like, this big counterattack to, like, truly win the day. But nope, it was just another generic, go beat more of his forces. And now we're going out and beating more of his forces on the surface again. This game sucks, man. It's making some weird sounds.
Forest.
Now where did that wretched thing fly off to? It seems as though I don't have a choice.
Archfiend of Sand, Grim Gibdo. Not the voice I was expecting there.
I won't take care of this vile infestation. Then I'll simply have to do it myself.
It looks like a Soulsborne boss and a Mario Odyssey boss had a child or something. No, the forest. Fire and sand. Pretty good idea. Next time I make a Pokemon Presents bingo, I'll leave one space empty. Alright, how terrible. If we don't put a stop to this here and now, even the temple will be at risk. The florist! That's right. Another Rito should already be fighting off these monsters. We have to hurry and help them out. Well, defeat the monsters and rescue the Rito captains. I assume we have 2 for each. Yeah, so like this. Just to make sure you're laser focused on that. Alright, let's see here. Oh, hello, Boss Dudo. It's all burning. Did that other construct do this? Oh my god, I gotta go into my menu just for the one specific thing that counters him. It's so annoying. I guess I technically didn't have to. I could have used my one combo that made bombs come out. In fact, maybe I... Whoa. Damn it, I took damage already. I'm sure that this is going to be one of the longer maps where you face an archfiend at the end. Considering it showed Grim Gibdo there. So... yeah, I'm not comfortable taking damage that early on because I already know that this is going to be a long battle. We totally got to be fighting one of the archfiends this time. But yeah, I think his force is already gone, not going to lie, as now the charred plain, since it's just dirt and ash, mean that the florist is gone. Yep, the florist is gone. No more flowers. Hold on. I'm not stopping that. I guess I have to wait for you to properly put up your shield. Maybe what I gotta do. What? And then, will this work for that? It will work for that, okay. Damn it! Fuck. Alright, I'm already frustrated with this game. Also, my thing's low on battery, apparently. So let's go ahead and just really quickly do a little switcheroo here, I guess. And I can plug in this one down here. Somewhere. Wow, cable. Didn't realize my thing was low on battery. Alright. Let's see here. My Pokemon Presents bingo card is the same as last year's. It's just Explorers of Sky DX. One can certainly hope. Hope things are going well today. We're Dora Master, and our free space in the middle is just mobile game news. Yeah. Pokemon Sleep Update that adds all the Pokemon that never made it back to the mainline games. God. Be honest, it's kind of hard to come up with good solid jokes every time I make a bingo card. Yeah, that's a lot of spaces to fill. Alright, the florist. Whee! Pokemon Presents is such a nothing burger. Yeah, literally every single Presents is just, that could have been an email. Like, I don't know if there's anyone that takes the Pokemon Presents super seriously anymore. They don't really wait until they have big news. They just kind of put one out from time to time as an obligatory reminder of their mobile games, pretty much. Yeah, that's the way that is most of the time there. Nothing we can do. We can speak later. For now, we have to focus on the sand monster. I don't understand. Why has everyone got out for a forest? Fuck. Okay, come on. Away we go. Wish I could shield surf a little bit longer here. Aren't you Robo Link? Man, maybe this wasn't the best game to be doing at the end of today here. Yeah, it's all burned. Did that other construct do this? I had a pretty long day at work today. Lots and lots of packing stuff. Did it? There's nothing we can do to stop it, but we can speak later. For now, we have to focus on the sand monster. I don't understand. Why has everyone got out for a forest? Doing a lot of inventorying today and packing up many, many Home Depot boxes worth of stuff. So, my legs are a bit sore from that. Here. Oop. And yeah, I was kind of looking forward to coming home today and chilling out a bit. Really exhausted after a long day, so I did have a bit of a power nap on getting home. Had some food, power nap, and then I was like, all right, my energy's back. It's streaming time. So here we are. But, you know, I know how I feel about this game, but I do kind of want to see it done and all that. How did you take damage? From what? Alright, I'm not resetting for that quarter heart, whatever. You know, Pokemon presents a new TCG set nobody can purchase because they make 3 packs for the entire world. Something about Pokemon Cafe Remix for 1/3 of the person that cares. For the 1 in 3 people that cares is probably what makes more sense. Let's bring strength to bear. An update to Pokemon Sleep, something about a paid DLC, and then Pokemon Concierge new episodes. Am I missing anything? Forgot about the new game nobody wanted? Would that be things like, what the heck was it called? Drops just vanished or has it? Wait. When did this happen? I'm so lost. Still waiting for the one time one of my jokes becomes real, like I put Pokemon X Hyper Dimension Neptunia crossover and it actually happens. Just you wait. Crap. Yeah, welcome to Age of Imprisonment, where there's so many different things an enemy can be potentially doing or weak to, and you have to constantly go into your menu to switch to it for different enemies to have the right thing equipped so that you can actually use it. It's a little annoying. Not as annoying as something like, you know, Echoes of Wisdom, obviously, but a little annoying. Yeah, a new spin-off game that isn't a spin-off anyone wants and is only on a game key card. Pokemon Pocopia, that's the name that I was looking for. I had forgotten its name for a moment. Dang it, you have to react so dang fast. Well, Pokemon X Dark Souls. Can't wait for that one. Oh, he mad. Okay, come on. Where the hell? Oh, there you are. You're here too. Wasn't sure if you were. This music's pretty good. Yeah, I know. I'm kind of digging this music. Okay. A lot of the music of this game hasn't stood out to me, but I also should have adjusted the volume levels more to this point earlier. To be fair. This is I'm kind of digging this. What this music is doing. Pokemon X Dark Souls developed in 6 months by Ilka. God, no. What a time that'd be. Suddenly we're playing Lords of the Fallen 2014. Okay, bombs? Okay. Hey. Hey. Come on. So, Pokemon remake in the style of a Final Fantasy remake? You what? Actually, you will remake a Heart Gold Soul Silver, except it's faithful to Heart Gold Soul Silver. Fucking, I was mashing L for the life of me, trying to high five, and then my high five partner screwed off, and then I got smushed. More damage than I would have liked to have taken there. Oh well. Appreciate the assistance, but there are more of us fighting further ahead. You have to save them.
Okay.
Don't worry, we'll take care of it. So like... So I guess I'll just order all to here then, right? That's what I'll do. Imagine they just make Pokemon White 3/Black 3. That would actually convince me to get a Switch too. Yeah, that might make it worth it. Got a bad feeling about this, but there's no time to stop and think. We have to keep moving. Alright, but the White 3 and Black 3 are made by Ilka. Pokemon Brilliant Black and Shining White. Please no. Bombs? What's with the horns there? That thing they had in Tears of the Kingdom. Make sure you get out of the way before they start blowing up the... Shit! Those barrels. What fools you are to fall right into my trap. Now prepare to meet your end. Oh, that's gotta be a Uno reverse card thing with Zelda. Looks like my hunter's right. How dare that coward use my friends to lure us out. So is Zelda the only one that can do things about that? Like, in the entire cast? Because no one else has gotten it. Oh, maybe I shouldn't be using fire there. Yeah, I know, and Zelda's literally the only one who can do that. So, like, where the heck where is she going? I ordered everyone to here. Why are her and Kia screwing off in different directions? Sorry about this. We wouldn't have ended up in this mess if it wasn't for us. Hey, don't mention it. Just get some rest and leave everything to us. A high five. Pokemon Black 3 and White 3 launches with no music on the cartridge. All the music is on a day 1 patch. Yeah, it probably would be, wouldn't it? Careful, everyone. Our enemy boasts even more powerful monsters than usual. I kind of forgot that about BDSP until you mentioned that. Okay. Man, look, it's Rainbow Goblins. As long as Ilka's learned their lesson about half-assing a job, it could work. I don't think Ilka's to blame there as much as it's just the task that they were given and the time constraints that they were given. Like, I know that it was their first time, like, making a full game on their own and all, but, you know, I think that it was more so with the Pokemon Company there. The thing with Ilka is that it's less likely they're incompetent, more like they were given more like they gave an outsourcing company an important job with, like, 6 months of dev time. Dead time. Words. A boom. First time that I got one of those successfully, at least in a while, because I don't remember. Okay, let's just go ahead and do this. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think BDSP was Ilka's first solo game. It was. So Ilka is a company that helps other gaming companies with, like, developing games. So they're basically a company that you would outsource parts of a game to. Like, oh, can you do this specific part of my game for me, Ilka? Can you do this specific part? They're one of those kinds of companies. But BDSP was their first time, like, having, you know, the entire video game outsourced to them. The first full game that they're credited for. So, they sort of have a bunch of game development experience, but, you know, just not for a full video game. And then they were given the reins to the highest grossing media IP. So, you know, was certainly something. Okay. Just smackaroo you that hit me? But yeah. Oh, I retract my statement a little bit. Yeah, so they're definitely not as much to blame. Man, you guys just keep doing that, don't you? I like the video game equivalent of those guys in Southeast Asia that draw the in-between frames of cartoons. Yeah, one of those kinds of outsourcing jobs, essentially. Okay. Because, yeah, it's like, why do everything in-house with your game if there's, you know, something that you can get, say, Ilka to do for cheap, or, you know, it frees up some of your own resources with your own studio, for example. Okay, go ahead and do this. But this time, they freed up, you know, their entire team. Outsourcing the entire game. Here's an idea, go back to 2D sprites. Imagine an HD 2D style Pokemon game. Will be kind of cool. Okay, big spins. Well, I guess you die. So we're probably going to want to split off into 2 again. So let's just go ahead and do, say, this. I guess enemy outpost. And then enemy outpost. And then you guys can go up this way. Phew, we've driven off the enemies here, which should shift the battle in our favor. You know, unlike the other Hyrule Warriors games, I never really feel that. Right, let's push on until every last one of them has fallen to our might. Like, it doesn't really feel like the whole capturing territory and keep/outposts really matters all that much in this game. Oh, well, I guess I'll grab that. HD black and white game with DS-style city. Could be interesting there. Yeah, would be interesting to see. What the hell is growing out the top of these bokoblins? Why are they like Pikmin? Are you kidding me? Why are you also utterly useless? Come forth. Honestly, they don't even have to do like the HD2 thing. They could just go back to sprite based and it would fuck. But then a lot of people would complain that it'd be too similar to the original game, I think. Rather than Explorers of Sky remake being the same art style as Rescue Team DX or HD2D. I mean, if we wanted like a pixel-based art style, you can always play like the original. Door Master's saying HD2D though. I do know that the pixel art is kind of part of its inherent charm though. An ambush, and in such numbers too. Don't let them catch you unaware. This is a normal outpost. What the hell are you talking about? Defeat the newly arrived monsters. What are you talking about? Are they coming in here? That's a big idea, using our own secret passages against us. Those belong to the Koroks, you know. What? Him raising his freaking weapon damages me? Oh my god. Well, that did nothing there. Good. Shit. More of their surprises? Just whoops. Stay calm. We'll deal with anything they throw at us. What have I got on right now? Flame emitter? The forest is already a bit on fire. But I can, yeah. Sure. Right you are. All we need to do is defeat the enemies before us, and the upper hand will soon be ours. Well, I can't do anything about that now. I wonder if I could double up, like, multiple effects. Oh, well, let's just stick with this for now anyway. Here, let's go ahead and fist bump. Still, Demon King's army really has it for this place, huh? Has it in for this place. Guess a sacred power here gets them all riled up or something. Okay. Here we go. Do something like that. But yeah, pixel art Explorers of Sky is great, but also don't think it's specifically required for the game to be enjoyable. Yeah, I can agree with that. Super Mystery Dungeon is great without the sprites. Yep, agreed there. If they ever did a Sky remake, rather than just be like the Sky Temple hacks that add later mechanics like leader switching into OG Sky without the parts of later Pokemon games, I don't like. Some little guy just hit me there. Guys, I do prefer the original Rescue Team DX games to DS partially because of the art style, so don't take me too seriously. But I feel like a new one will be great with a modern art style too. Probably would. Oh my god. Well. Okay. Come on. Do something like that. And then do some more fire. Or something. At least try to. Go back into here, because I want to see what the heck I'm doing. Please. Okay, well, problem I have with the idea of a Sky remake is that I'm a cranky bitch that any change would make me upset. Okay. Okay. Not much I can do about that right now. Okay, come on. Okay. The problem with the Sky remake is that I've seen this story before, and now I want a new story, damn it. So rather have a new game than an Explorers of Sky remake. Here, just do some of this. Fantastic game, fantastic story, but I want to see something new. Yeah, that is very fair. Lots of people feel the same on that front. My thing's almost charged here. Well, that didn't quite work out as well as I'd hoped. Damn it. Okay, come on. Here, do this now. Put some more fire onto him. Flurry Rush. Come on. Okay. Wow, did the Rito Captain actually hit the boss? Amazing, huh? Here, do a smidge of this. Maybe I should actually capture the outpost if I'm here anyway. Maybe what I should actually do. Let's actually do this. Okay, he's not holding up the shield anymore. Okay. Water to your face. Whoops. Let's see here. Let's just go ahead and do it straight up this time. Here. Do a smidge of this. Here. Bombs! Do something like that. Keep up the good work. We're so close to capturing this outpost, so I may as well anyway. Right. Okay. Do a little smidge of this. Okay, come on. He's almost down. Get out of here. Okay, now you guys can go ahead and start going after this silver moblin here. Do I even like the idea of adding fairy types? I don't like fairy types. New Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game, HE2D, all 1,000 something Pokemon. Imagine how many consoles they'd sell because of that alone. I know that there is a decent cult following for the Mystery Dungeon games, but is it that large where it would be a console seller kind of thing? Probably not that many, to be honest. The PMD community is dedicated as hell, but not that big. Yeah, that's what I was thinking there. I get switched to for that fair. Most recent sales number report I can find on Rescue Team DX put it at below 2 million copies sold. That was a couple of years ago, so maybe more now. So yeah, maybe it's around 2 mil or something. High five the bird. Oh, it's the spin one. It's the spin to win one. That hurts my eyes a bit. Okay, Zelda doing what looks to be like a Soulsborne Elden Ring style attack. Well. Okay. Something like this. Beyblade, indeed. We do a decent little bit of spinning in this game from time to time. Certainly seems like. Anyone else around here that wants to high-five me? Ow, who hit me? Oh my god. Yeah, it'd just be Agriston around here, and he's already high-fived. Wait, no, I high-fived, what's his face? The freaking Rito guy. Agriston doesn't want to high-five me, damn it. He's all out of high-five juice. Hey, come on. Time to spin to win. Hey. Okay. Can I spin to win again? Honestly, Rescue Team being among the lowest selling Switch games might be the reason why they haven't touched it since. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I remember there was a Christmas I had gotten my little cousin's Rescue Team DX shortly after it had come out as a Christmas gift. But I don't think either of them ever beat it. Part of me was a little disappointed about that. Okay, come on. Lowest selling Switch Pokemon game specifically. Yeah. Yeah, still obviously, like, you know, not an amount of sales to scoff at or anything. But yeah, according to Wikipedia's list of the best-selling Switch games, Rescue Team DX is the 62nd best-selling Switch title. It is ahead of Xenoblade Chronicles 3, barely, but both sales numbers are a couple of years old now, huh? The heck is going on with you here, huh? Oh, Agriston is ready to fist bump now. He's gonna power up the frickin' stone thingamabob. Whatever the heck. I was gonna make a dick joke considering the placement of the stone, but whatever. Here, now do this. Alternatively, the copium theory is that they've been cooking up something big the entire time. One could certainly hope. Okay, guess you die now. Man, their helmets are so ugly, aren't they? I don't like them. But yeah. Let's see it. If I throw fire on you, are you gonna like super blow up or anything? Let's see here. All the fire fruit. Okay. Well, copium, I've been on that since the Gen 8 remakes. Rescue Team DX supposedly sold worse than Captain Toad Treasure Tracker for Switch. Really? Jeez. That's certainly a thought, isn't it? I wonder how much this game is going to ultimately sell. Speaking about, like, sales and stuff. Okay, well, Zelda made it here, so I can start reflecting some stuff if I want to. Okay. Whoops. I thought I was on the... here. Go ahead and do this. Okay. Yeah. So with that power surge thing, Bob, I can basically get a free weak point smash, essentially. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity has supposedly sold double what Rescue Team DX has. Huh. Well, that's Age of Calamity. Damn it! Even though it already showed me the symbol. Oh, crap, man. Well. Okay. Something like this. Wait, I can use the frickin' rewind from my regular attacks to reflect things? Oh, that changes things. I don't need to have the ability at the ready. I can literally do it whenever as part of my combo. Take that. Your little ambush is never stopping us. Huh, I wasn't expecting that. How can this be happening? Ugh, I'll deal with them myself if I have to. Bet she doesn't have any more tricks left to throw at us. Let's take her out and win back our forest. Oh, I can literally just go there right now. I would have thought that I would have had to at least capture this. I mean, there's a camp there. So maybe under normal circumstances you would capture that to heal, but this is very hard mode. I can't do that. So, may as well bum rush over there. My health should be fine. I haven't popped a single ration yet. Should be a-okay. Mario and Luigi Brothership is basically tied with Rescue Team DX's sales number, being within like 20,000 sales units of each other. Huh. That is pretty close then. Unlike Rescue Team DX, Mario and Luigi Brothership is a shit game. Enough of this insolence. You'll suffer for your foolishness. I shall see to that myself.